Today we'll be reviewing Burberry Hero Eau de Parfum. Let's talk about it. Hey friends, John here from Proverbs 27:9 Fragrances. And today we're going to be doing a full review of Burberry Hero Eau de Parfum. If you would, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and have the notifications turned on. That way you're notified every time we upload this sweet smelling fragrance related content. Been a little while since I've uploaded a video. Been just taking some time off and just real busy in life. I've got kids and grandkids, and I pastor a church, I sing in a band, make knives, and then also I work a full-time job selling insurance, and so I just got a lot going on. But I've been wearing this one. This is one that I got in my that sample kit from Macy's favorite scents, and I'm going to be going through them. I actually didn't buy anything on Black Friday or Cyber Monday. I thought about Fragrance Buy had some great testers, some Xerjoff testers, and they had Mephisto, and it was like $99. And I thought about it, and I thought, man, I've got so many things that is already similar to that. Maybe not as good, but I would have gotten Naxos, but it went out of stock real quick. But I just didn't see anything else that just seemed like, too good of a deal to pass up. So I'm just going to be going through. I think I've got like 12 more of these to do. And so anyways, let me give you some of the marketing behind this fragrance. Of course, this is the flanker to the original Burberry Hero, which Burberry Hero come out in 2021. The Eau de Parfum come out in 2022. The perfumer behind it is Arlene Gouchard. Arline. Sorry about that. Anyways, it's classified as a woody spicy. This is one of those sweet, smoky, woody, spicy fragrances. As soon as you smell it, you think of the Wanted by Night. You think of the Most Wanted. You think of Stronger with You, absolutely. You think of 1 Million. It's those woody, sweet, very resinous fragrances. As soon as it's sprayed, what sticks out to me is that it's not sickeningly sweet. So it's not as sweet as the Stronger With You. It's probably not as sickeningly sweet to me as even 1 Million. But it definitely comes across in that vein. It's very woody. And I think that helps balance out the sweetness. The sweetness is a little bit of that bubble gummy type of 1 Million, Paco Rabanne type of sweetness. But to me, it's done in a very natural way. It's not, niche quality or anything like that, but I think it is a very high quality for a designer scent. Again, to me, it's not nauseatingly sweet. It's not too synthetic. I mean, it is a little synthetic, but I think there's a nice, at least high quality synthetics. There may even be some small amounts of naturals that are helping it out. What I like about it is, again, it's got a ton of woods. It's got some nice resins. There's a little bit of smoke. And it's very well balanced and very well blended. Again, to me, for a designer, it comes across more along the lines of a higher quality, where I put Burberry kind of in the mid to lower when I think of all the designers, from the top end of like Dior and Chanel and Guerlain. And then you got kind of the underneath tier of like, Versace. You'd put even YSL maybe up there with the Dior's and those, in the middle there, you've got kind of Versace. You've got Armani. To me, it is not up to the level of Dior and Chanel, those guys. So they're very good. But you got kind of that middle tier, and then of course you got low tier designers like, Calvin Klein and folks like that. That middle tier, I would kind of put Bulgari there. I would kind of put maybe even Prada there. So we're talking about fragrances. We know Prada is a very exclusive brand, but their fragrances are very good, not great. I would put Burberry below them, but this fragrance comes across just very, very nice. I think it's probably my favorite Burberry fragrance. Burberry London is a great fragrance, but to me, it is more synthetic than Burberry Hero Eau de Parfum. This one is like the Eau de Toilette, is more of a kind of a spring, citrusy, woody. This is definitely that thicker, sweeter, denser, heavier, smokier, richer, more opulent, a little gourmand leaning. It's a little powdery in the opening. I've got the deep dry down on my left hand. I'd say the dry down's probably about, it's 3:30. It's probably 3.5 hours dry. The main difference, of course, the sweetness is toned down quite a bit. It's not as powdery. It's more woody. But this is a very smooth, very round fragrance. For the ones that it's compared to, again, the 1 Million line, the Wanted line, the Stronger With You line, I actually prefer it above anything in those lines that I have smelled. I have the Most Wanted. I have 1 Million Elixir. I have had 1 Million, have had Stronger With You. I have smelled, I think, everything in all three of those lines. And I believe this is my favorite. As it dries down, it gets a little bit of that ISO-y super that comes out. Now, let me go over the notes. Top notes are pine and olibanum, which is like frankincense. It's a resin. Middle notes are benzoin, which is another resin, and incense. And that incense is what gives it that smoky nature. And the base notes is all cedar. Atlas cedar, Himalayan cedar, Virginia cedar. So the ISO-y super is not listed. And it could be that it's not in there. It's just these cedar notes that, maybe smell similar. Wood shavings, kind of like ISO-y super. But it's very woody, especially in the dry down. It's very resinous and round still. It's just really, really pleasant, really, really appealing. Again, I like the fact that, I'm not a super sweet fragrance guy. In the opening, this is plenty sweet. In fact, some people may say it's even sweeter than some of those ones that I named. To me, it's not. At least it's not nauseating. So, like for instance, the Wanted by Night, the Most Wanted, that line, there's something about it that's a little nauseating to me. Even some of the 1 Millions can be just a little too sweet, too strong in the opening. Same thing with the Stronger With You line. Some of those are just super, super sweet. This one, although it is a very sweet fragrance, there's so much of the resins and the woods there that to me it just balances it out. I think this is a full bottle worthy purchase that I'll probably be making. I think it's a perfect one to get in the place of needing all those other ones. I don't need them. Again, the two that I have is still the the elixir, which I may be selling it, the 1 million elixir, and the Wanted by Night, and I give that to one of my sons. Burberry Hero, 2 thumbs up for me. Fall, winter, projection is great. Longevity is really good. Again, I've got it on my left hand 3.5 to 4 hours in. When I'm waving my arm around, I can still smell it. If I can smell it, I know other people can smell it. So that's on hand. If I put it on my clothes, this is probably a 6 to 8 hour fragrance. So 2 thumbs up for me. I can recommend this. And if you like any of those other fragrances, I think you'd definitely like Burberry Hero de Parfum. Let me know what you think. Comment down below. Make sure you like the video. And tell me what you think about this fragrance and how it relates to those. And then maybe also some other fragrances that you think it could compare to that were not mentioned. All right. Till we see you down the road, I say God bless. Frag on, Frag fam.